What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Screen Time. I am your host, Tony. It is episode 125, bud. 125. I'm your host, as I said, Tony, producer for the day as well, behind the desk. But then we have behind the table, we got Manny over there, dude. What up, dude?
In the corner. You put Manny in the corner. It's fine.
Nobody puts Manny in the corner.
I am in the corner.
You are in the corner. Do you like the corner?
I like the corner.
I love the corner,
it's a good
dude.
Corner to be at.
Well, great episode for you guys today, for sure. As you guys may or may not know, but the year of 2022 is wrapping up, and obviously, so are movie and television show releases. So we thought, the two of us thought that it might be smart to look back on this year and reflect upon, what we watched, what we enjoyed, what we really didn't enjoy, what we were surprised by, what we were underwhelmed by, you know? So a lot of emotions going to be happening, I think, in this episode today. I know Manny,
so many emotions.
Super emotional right now.
So many emotions. I came in early to do this show at 10:30, even though it's not really that early. But still, we're going to get this. And Buffer's already up. He's already up and watching.
Couple comments by Buffer here. Let's see. He says, oh, hey, Buffer, and hey, Tony and Manny.
Yeah.
And he says, my top films of 2022 are all French and South Korean films.
Yeah, I can see the South.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, I guess. I mean, hey, man, if you're that, cultured and educated, good for you.
If you have the patience to read subtitles right now, good for you.
I don't think I've actually watched many foreign films this year.
I don't think I have been able to sit down and truly watch a foreign film, because you have to pay attention to two things: the visuals, and you got to read. So.
Yeah, I know it's tough with subtitles.
It's tough, but when they're good, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But
yesterday was probably the first foreign film I actually really watched. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember.
Yeah, that was awesome with no subtitles too.
Brought back,
yeah, take that, Buffer.
Yeah,
no subtitles.
No subtitles, just straight up action.
I learned the language.
Oh, well,
what's up, dude? All right, so like I was saying, a very special episode for you guys today. I think we should just kick it right off.
Dude, we're just chatting.
So basically, we got a similar format really to how we did Christmas movies. We're each gonna go one at a time, talk about a movie. And you will let me know, hey, this is my favorite. This is my favorite of the year.
This is one I hate the most.
This is the one that sucked
the most.
So let's start off as we typically do with Manny.
Oh, hey.
What's the first movie you want to talk about from the year of
2022? First off, I'm gonna start off with one that's gonna be a little controversial. Because I know your opinion on it compared to my opinion on it, because we've talked about it plenty this year, and that is Batman.
I know
the new stupid Batman.
Not stupid.
All right, you cannot tell me that movie isn't the worst out of all of them. So. That's where I'm thinking. I'm thinking out of all the Batman movies, this one is just that fucking bad.
Come on, dude.
Next to what's his face? Ben Affleck's. Dude, it was so bad. I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't take his acting. I couldn't take the way that they did everything in that movie. It was one of those movies that I was waiting for. I was like, all right, we got a new Batman. This is going to be good. He gets a lot of shit for the Twilight stuff, but I've seen him in a few other films that I was like, dude, I like him.
The Lighthouse? You see The Lighthouse?
The Lighthouse.
Robert Pattinson's a good actor.
He's a good actor, but I don't think he's Batman. I just did it not work for me. What are your thoughts? What do you? Because I know you actually enjoyed it.
I thought Robert Pattinson worked really well as the Batman. I thought, the cast they brought in, Colin Farrell, John Tortorella. It's not Tortorella. I don't even think it's John. The guy who played Carmine Falcone.
Yeah.
What's his name from Big Lebowski? John Turturro.
Yeah.
Turturro. I thought he was great, honestly, in that role. Lenny Kravitz's daughter, Zoe Kravitz. She was a good Catwoman. I thought that the way they wrote their relationship, I thought was kind of rushed. The Batman Catwoman fall in love. Come away with me.
Come love me.
I can't. I have to save the city.
I am the city.
So some of that was kind of cheesy, as comic book movies typically are. But I thought Pattinson really killed it. I love the darkness of the movie.
I just don't know if I think they, actually, I'm reading Prefers Batman with Twilight Boy was suffocating, overstuffed,
Overstuffed,
no
no
fun.
fun.
I will agree with him. I think there was they tried to do so much with him right off the bat.
Yeah, I guess so. But honestly, first of all, no fun is ridiculous because it had arguably one of the best car chase scenes I think this year. With Robert Pattinson
Yeah,
and Colin Farrell. With
I'll
was
give you,
sick,
yeah,
dude.
but that it's just one car chase, and out of the whole movie, that was like cool. Like the rest of the movie, like every time he came up on the screen, I was like, this is not good. He took the character away. Like Batman wasn't Batman anymore for me. That was the problem.
Well, what did you want him to do? What did you want? Did you want him to be like Christian Bale?
But that's the thing. I'm not sure. I don't think anyone can do Christian Bale again other than Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Period. Like that. That's the thing. That's what I liked about Christopher Nolan is that he took and he created a darker version of it, but like well enough that he had to still create his own world. What we got?
Michael, he says, agreed, Manny. He is so bad, it's not even funny. I went to see it with Michael, actually.
And didn't he love it?
No, he was giving me like the nudge.
He was ready to get the hell out of there.
I am gonna fall asleep. Let's get out of here, dude.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt. I don't know.
I mean, from the very opening scene, like, the nice, wide shot of Gotham and his voiceover.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like right off the bat, that voiceover, like listening to him speak,
that grasped me. Okay, I was thinking Rorschach from Watchmen, dark movie. This is gonna be dope. Violence, and then you open it up with the dude in the train. Okay, and then back comes another shout. He beats the fuck out of the gang people, and you just the sound of.
Yeah, but then you look at him and you go, "Oh, that guy did that." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess so.
You go, "Oh, Robert Pattinson, fucking Twilight Boy just did that." That's the problem, is that he's so typecasted in that Twilight mode that you just go like, "There's nothing he can play action wise that isn't gonna just look lame to me."
That's tough, dude. Mike says he'd rather watch the show from '66.
Oh yeah, with
Adam West.
Adam West.
I mean, great show, obviously, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, dude. But Ferrell says the Batmobile car was not creative. They gave him a '69 Camaro. I mean, come on. But first of all, I understand maybe it wasn't like a Tim Burton cool Batmobile or even like the Tumbler, from Dark Knight.
But that's the thing. It has to be cooler.
Why? First of all, there's nothing more cool.
No, but
than
that's
a '69 Camaro, man.
Of course, but you don't see a superhero driving that. You don't see Batman driving that.
Well, I thought that
Batman should have like a crazy thing.
But see, I thought that kind of played into like that type of Bruce Wayne where he was at. He was like 2 years into being Batman. He was still it seemed like a very primitive Batman, he was making mistakes. He was questioning himself. Can I even save the city? What am I really doing? And then you saw it with his equipment, with the car, with the cape. Like he didn't have he didn't fly with the cape. He had the fucking parachute thing. When he went up the building. Like
exactly. So like I feel like you're taking away from the fantasy that is a superhero. He's a superhero. Yes, he is a guy, but he has all the money in the world to get all the stuff that like we can't think of. That's the cool part about it too. It's like James Bond. If you went to James Bond and all of a sudden you took away all the gadgets, you're left again with just like a fighter, which they kind of tried to do with the new Bond, but they were able to do a little bit crazier story because Bond is different. Right. Bond is supposed to be like a man, like a trained professional spy. This guy is a random dude. So that random dude has to have something that sparks the being of Batman, I think.
Right.
And Robert Pattinson, I don't think did that.
I guess. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I just think that, and I think honestly, Tim Burton said it too when this movie came out, is that, the movie, The Batman, is not about Batman. It's about Bruce Wayne. And I think that this rendition of Batman touches a little bit more upon, Bruce Wayne. Christian Bale did it too. Christian Bale did it pretty well.
Then don't call it Batman.
Well, it is Batman. You can't not call it Batman. You can call it Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne. Like, because then you're actually going to then at least I'm expecting seeing that other side, even though the Batman part is prevalent.
Right.
But that's going like, all right, we're talking about the person now. We're talking about where his mind is at. The action packed just superhero star and saving the city is on the back burner compared to the story of his life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I would feel would be perfect for that. That would make more sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know. I thought in a world where, excuse me, in a world where Batman gets rehashed every so few years, and that they're basically all done the same. This one didn't start out with his parents getting killed. It was Batman in the middle of it, in the thick of it. We already know his story. You don't need to know this. You don't need to know the backstory. We know his backstory, and they kind of told it in a different way. And I really enjoyed that. It was a different look. I think it was probably the darkest Batman yet.
I'll tell you. Yes, the darkest, 100%. But I'll give you an example of where I think the same idea went and it worked, and it's with its sidekick, Joker. The Joker movie came out and it separated itself completely
Mm-hmm.
from a superhero.
Right.
I'm sorry, a superhero villain. And it brought him into the world of, us now, like the
Mhm.
real world, and how instead of it being an evil like superhero villain, he is a human being, evil
Right.
human being. That's where I think Batman went off too much trying to go with, like I was saying before, the superhero part and not focusing on
Enough on
him.
Bruce Wayne.
Because if that's what you want, I think they made two movies into one,
Right.
and I think it's stacked. Like if they would
Yeah.
have made the first movie and then they went with the action part 2nd with what's his name?
What, they got
The
Robert
lead,
Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
With Robert Pattinson, then I feel like you would get to know him better as
Mhm.
Batman,
Yeah.
see the struggle, feel like, all right, I have a connection with this Batman, and then you jump to the second movie and you're waiting for like the action part, and all of a sudden you get it.
Right. I mean, I'm all for that. Like that would have
I
been
think that would have been
a
sweet,
dope
yeah.
formula. But I mean, I think in totality, if that was the movie that they released, I think it would have got even worse reviews. Because I don't think the people would have really liked that. But then again, I don't really speak for the people.
I am the people.
Prefer says rename the movie to Emo Batman.
Emo Batman.
I don't think Robert Pattinson looked that bad, honestly. I would say one thing I honestly really didn't like that much was the rendition of the Riddler.
Right.
But I
again,
thought,
that's where I go. Like when you get to these bad guys, it's like you went from being a superhero movie. The Penguin from Tim Burton was a superhero villain.
Mhm.
He was a penguin. The reason he was called the Penguin was because he looked like he ate fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like DeVito's
literally.
eating a fish in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's when you go, all right, I'm in this fantasy world. I know it's fake. I know that someone made this world up,
Mhm.
and that's what I love about it. And then you jump over here and like, Colin Farrell did a great job acting, but
Great job.
the penguin is supposed to look like a penguin.
Yeah.
We're in, for me, you're mixing two worlds that I don't
Right.
think work together. So,
Well, you know what? I will say, I mean, obviously there are some ridicules and stuff like that I have. But I thought Pattinson did a great job. The emo thing is ridiculous. Cry. Okay. Cry. I don't know. I mean, I thought they did a really good job of rehashing Batman. I mean, I don't know. It's a really tough
is
task,
he
doing a second one?
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Is that's already in the works?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna give it another chance.
Absolutely,
easily. I'm gonna
dude.
try to see, and we'll see what happens. But if it's anything like that first one, it's gonna be is the same director.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard talks of doing a Penguin
side thing
too.
That would actually, again, if you're gonna do it, but then all you're doing is making a mob movie.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're making a mob movie.
Matt Reeves directed this movie. He's done movies like
He's done movies
such as
he's no
War for the Planet of the Apes. Michael loves the new Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, I love him too.
producer. I hate when they give you all of these things.
Yeah,
Like I
I
don't
just
want.
want
Like, what do
director.
I care about what he produced? Batman, obviously.
Oh,
War for
right.
the Planet of
He's
the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes,
Cloverfield, dude.
Cloverfield. That's right, dude.
Yeah.
Felicity,
Yeah.
Relativity.
Okay. He's got a few under his belt.
Yeah, dude.
Cloverfield wasn't really that great, but
Cloverfield kind of not good, dude.
Cloverfield's marketing for before the movie was probably better than the movie itself. Because you were waiting to see what the hell that thing was. And then all of a sudden,
it was
when you realized what it
underwhelming.
was, you were
Yeah.
like, is this Godzilla again? Like, that's it?
What I forget what was it? 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, there was another one with
that was the spin-off of John Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had the girl
Yep.
in the and
Same
the people
shit.
in the acid, the vats of
Shit.
acid, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good movie though. Convinced her that it was the end of the world, but it was really fine out there.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
That's some mind-bending shit there.
Michael also says Colin saved anything that was good in the movie. Why do you think he's got a spin-off? Because he really was.
No, I agree.
Colin Farrell absolutely killed that role.
You know, he's gonna show up later on in our talks, but he's one of my favorites. He really is, and that's actually why I gave it more of a chance. I gave it more of a chance because I knew Colin Farrell was in it, and I knew his acting. Like the minute I saw him, I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be good."
They did fumble the Riddler though.
Yeah,
I mean,
who's the Riddler?
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano.
Who has had some good acting gigs. He was like the preacher dude in There Will Be Blood.
Oh yeah.
Obviously he was in Little Miss Sunshine too.
Yep.
A couple of stuff here and there. He was in Girl Next Door, but obviously it's comedy.
Yeah.
Great movie though.
Great movie.
But he I mean, honestly, like in the beginning when he was the duct tape face, that was, I guess, okay. Like his talking and riddle stuff was okay, cool at that point. But then when it came time for his big scene when he was in Arkham, and he confronted Batman and everything, it was reminded me of when Jesse Eisenberg played Lex Luthor in Batman vs Superman. Like,
God, he's so bad.
Like,
it's not that he was bad in it, it's just that again, that's another character that didn't match the actor.
Right.
Like Lex Luthor is an older guy, a very
I mean, Gene Hackman played him in the older Superman and did amazing.
Exactly.
Because he's Gene Hackman.
Well, yeah, don't fuck with Gene Hackman.
But I just feel like just like Jesse Eisenberg, Paul Dano just went too crazy, tried to go too crazy, and it just became almost laughable.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, are you seriously acting like this right now?
He's seriously.
Yeah, like you're trying to make but it's just, dude. Oh.
So I have a question for you.
What up?
What's the worst Batman movie?
I mean, by default, I guess it's got to be. Is it Batman Forever? Is that the one with George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
By default, I was about to say, yep. That's what I've seen is the worst.
Honestly, I kind of hate to pick that, because I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I loved
that movie.
I loved every part of it because
I loved the comic. The movie was so good. Yeah, it was
gimmicky.
Yeah,
it was like your childhood.
Yeah. But I mean, when you think of the other Batman movies, they were just really good.
Yeah.
So it's like by default that has to be.
By default, that has to be. But that's the thing.
Michael thinks that that's better than this new one.
That's where I'm going.
I'd have to watch Batman Forever again, to be honest, and kind of decide.
I can mix. It's really a battle between Patterson and
George
Affleck for me.
Oh my God, Ben Affleck. Yeah, no, that is but he wasn't the Batman.
Yeah,
he was just I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah, but he was
his
Batman
own Batman
Superman,
movie.
Justice League. Like, that's the other part that I don't get is like, how do you go from Christian Bale and then just go Ben Affleck is going to do just these pieces to assemble a crew?
I know, it's because DC is stupid.
Again, it goes back to the fact that they skip getting to know the person. Truthfully, I was not a fan of the first Batman with Christian Bale. I wasn't the biggest fan, and the only reason was because I again, it took me out the whole martial arts thing and everything.
Yeah.
But then when I rewatched it a few times, it's like, oh, that makes sense. That was a villain.
Yeah.
It really did make sense. It was like, it wasn't a well-known villain.
Ra's al Ghul?
At least not in the previous movies that we've seen and the big major ones, you know? So it threw me off a little, but then after watching it a few times, I realized how good it is and how that type of dark comic book movie works. It's not just dark for being dark. It's dark and it makes sense with the entire story and the way that they depict Gotham and shit.
Yeah,
so.
and The Dark Knight, I mean, it was very well written.
Yeah.
The storyline, plot,
Well,
everything,
dude,
very
yeah.
well written.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you have one of the best performances almost of all time in the second one with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, I know. And then Tom Hardy.
And Tom Hardy as Bane. Like, dude,
yeah.
like those are fucking villains, dude.
At first, I wasn't a big fan of it. Took me to watch
while.
The Dark Knight Rises like 3 times.
Yeah. Before you're like, all right.
Because dude, sometimes he was hard to understand, Bane.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and I
that's
laughed half the time.
kind of stupid, dude.
And some of the times he would be like, it would be a joke. His voice was a joke. You know, so, but I ended up liking it. But the Joker will always be just, Heath Ledger's Joker was.
And then they threw Two-Face in there too. The little mixed Harvey Dent situation was so cool. And that was,
but again, they brought that up, and it wasn't the biggest piece of the story.
It was very small up until the end.
But it meant a lot. That's the key. It's like he used it so strategically in bringing him out. He didn't make him a villain off the bat, you know, like not like it was Two-Face from like Tommy Lee Jones style. It's like it's a little bit more serious, and you're seeing some stuff, and then all of a sudden you're seeing that transformation. And as that transformation is going, you're seeing the.
And that was the Joker's big thing.
Exactly,
like he wanted to get Dent.
Exactly. So it's just like there's so many things and just left and right, and so much information, but you can still follow it awesomely, and it's amazing. So
yeah, I would be interested to see where they go with the newer Batman with Robert Pattinson, because
agreed.
There's talks of that dude playing Joker, who is the Joker at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
But they may have scrapped that because that was,
I feel like,
piss poor, I thought. And also, we talked about Batman Forever. They haven't done Mr. Freeze since Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
So hey, man.
Or Ivy.
Yeah, or Poison Ivy. True.
Uma Thurman. Dude, that wasn't look like that was an all-star cast.
Yeah, it really was, dude.
It was unreal.
Brian Barnaby. Oh my God, he says, yo, what's up, fellas? Brian's got to be at least 6 beers deep right now. And then first says, hi, Mike and chat. Yesterday, I think on the sports board, he said hi, Tony and crew. So he's not mentioning Brian's names.
Oh boy.
And he goes, and then Brian says, I see Berfraud is back.
Oh boy.
The Joker looks like a rat. He did look at Barry Cogan or whatever. He's actually in Banshees of Inisherin. That dude. That's the same dude.
Banshees of Inisherin.
Banshees of Inisherin. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there was a kind of a poor, and honestly, it even sounds like from what I read up on, there was more scenes with him in it as the Joker.
Oh yeah,
but they cut it out. They cut it out, and they even cut that scene shorter too, because they probably realized, are we even gonna go with this
do
guy?
We really want to? Do we really want to? We need to show the Joker
now, dude.
Yeah. Like just shoot the silhouette of him. Or like, I don't know. Again, another character that like it was Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
and his psychoticness worked because of the fact that it was a superhero style movie. Fun, jokey, gimmicky. Dude, I love like his little dances and his little like all his physical stuff, his cane that he had.
Yeah.
Like
they should have went they should have went more old school Riddler, the suit with the hat and the cane.
Yeah.
Okay, like that's really what it should have been.
You can make that dark and awesome because that was how they did it.
Yeah.
It was like always all black around him in the comics, and then he had that green hat with the thing. And it was like a round top hat.
Yeah, that's bowler hat.
Bowler hat, thank you. But like it was distinct. It's like you knew that the dude that any guy that was dressed in question marks, like you knew it was the Riddler.
Yeah, obviously.
And it's I don't know.
I know so many questions for DC. And again, Batman is super tough. Just because it's been done so many times.
Absolutely.
It's been done well so many times. It's been, I think that the projects, I mean, you think of Christopher Nolan, Tim Burton, these people who directed these movies are, obviously top-notch directors.
The actors.
And then, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Michael Keaton.
Michael
Christian
Keaton.
Bale.
Like you forget.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
How good these guys were. And so like, it is tough to come in. You're coming into, it's like being James Bond. Like you can't suck. You really just can't suck.
You can't suck.
You can't fuck this up.
That's great advice for whoever's gonna be the next Batman or James Bond.
Yeah, just like seriously, like take it seriously because it's not. It's like Star Wars too. You see how bad the backlash from Star Wars was when like they came, you know,
the
like
newest trilogy.
you're changing shit on people and it's not gonna go well.
I know.
But man, let me tell you, that was a good first choice.
I know, my gosh, dude. I mean, dude, that's a very hot topic,
That's
dude.
Batman, why I brought it up. I thought if we
huge.
get into it real quick, it'll take us some down some paths.
A good chunk of time, dude. Yeah, yes, dude. Yes, dude. It gives me agita. All right, well, are you done with Batman? Is that you?
I'm good, yeah.
So this was one of your underwhelming movies of the year?
I think so, yeah.
Underwhelming.
It'll probably be one of the most underwhelming, yeah.
Okay, dude. Well, we got some more comments to get to. There's a fight going on in the comments, dude.
World Star.
Right. But first started off, says Brian, that joke gave me Donaldson bat flip, no home run vibes.
Wow. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I know you don't. Michael says, wow, prefer. I'm with Barnes. Include me in the chat. Oh, dude. Brian, ha 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 ha. Michael, my man, knows what's good. Batman, though? Why? He said. Because it's a good story, Brian. And then Before says, wow, Michael, stop embarrassing yourself. You're better than that.
Embarrassing
and
yourself.
Brian claps back. We would say you're better than that, but you're not a real person.
It's just a figment of Downtime TV's imagination.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess let's start out with one of
give me something good then. Or are you gonna go with the bad too? Ooh. Because this was technically good and bad. It was good for me, you bad liked for it, you. Bad for me. I bring the controversy.
Well, I guess I'll stick around with DC, I guess. Why not? So next movie we're talking about is Black Adam.
Oh,
and you saw this, correct?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So now this movie, for me, honestly, it was better than expected.
Yeah.
Was this movie for me.
Yeah, I know better you probably didn't go in expecting much because of
The Rock. Yes. Yeah. And also, you know, Black Adam, you know, where we go from Batman, who's been done a million times. Black Adam has never seen the screen yet.
Yeah.
So we kind of hit this comic book character. I would say, honestly, for me, a character who's not all too familiar in general
at
to
all.
me.
Yeah, I had never heard him.
So
heard of him.
I'm aware, obviously, from Shazam that Black Adam was like kind of like
but I had never even heard of Shazam either before it came out. Yeah, for some, I completely skipped over these two guys in my comic book journey.
But Black Adam, played by The Rock, a lot of hype up leaving this movie. You know, The Rock, I wanted to play this role for 15 years.
15
and I really wasn't sure what to expect. Again, no expectations going into this movie. I would say maybe a little bit of a low expectation because of The Rock. I'm not sure how he's going to do.
And DC in general sometimes.
Exactly, DC in general. But I think they totally killed it. A lot of things, three main things really kind of showed me that they killed it. One was just the dominant violence, like off the rip, basically.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, this movie coming into theaters almost got a rated R rating, but they removed some shit that made it PG-13. And, you know, the violence because of that PG-13 rating, not a lot of blood, but people getting vaporized, people getting smashed by cars, missiles blown up, thrown halfway across the world, basically, people.
Again, I'm with I don't think you need blood. I think that actually helps it because of the fact, again, superheroes. You're like a superhero should be tossing someone halfway across the world.
Dude. And you know, so Black Adam almost kind of became like this anti-hero to start off. Another thing that was good for me was honestly the acting. Pierce Brosnan was great.
Amazing.
I didn't know, first of all, Pierce Brosnan's character too.
No idea.
Something I really, you know, no one I really knew of. I forget his name.
I forget it too.
Fuck, dude.
He threw me off. I didn't even know he was in it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think
I knew
realized.
he was. I saw he was credited. Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. Yeah.
I saw he was credited, but you know, I didn't think anything of it. Really, I thought maybe small role, a CIA guy or something. You know.
No,
but he played a huge part in it, and I could not. The entire time, his performance was so good. I could not tell if Dr. Fate was a good guy or a bad guy. To be honest, I thought he was going to double cross that secret agents thing.
I think that's part of that character. It's I don't even think he knows. Like he knows what's gonna happen, but I don't think I think that made it. And this guy too.
Aldous Hodge from Hawkman.
I love that actor.
Yeah, Hawkman was dope.
In not even Hawkman. I like him in Leverage. You ever watched the show Leverage?
No.
he's the computer geek in it, but he's awesome, and that's what I liked him in this too. I think he did a good job. A little whiny, but I think he did.
He was a little whiny, but he was the leader of the what are they called? They weren't called the Justice League back then.
Yeah, it's like an alliance or something, right? Something alliance, no, maybe.
It doesn't say right here. Whatever, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Wow, Rotten Tomatoes 39%, by the way.
Yeah.
But so acting was great. Yeah, we talked about Hawkman was good. Even the other superheroes, Cyclone and the stretchy dude, Atom Smasher.
Yeah, Atom Smasher.
Was great. And then Dwayne The Rock Johnson here as Black Adam. Obviously, he has the look, I will say. Jacked, bald, whatever. Yeah. But I think one great way they managed him was to really limit, his dialogue, honestly.
Yeah.
And because of that, he just kind of has to stare and he just kind of, destroys people left and right.
Yeah.
And the storyline was cool. I thought it was really cool.
I think you said it best when I first got in here and told you that I had watched it. You just go, it's a good performance. Because he barely talked.
yeah, exactly.
And it's really it's that simple. Like, The Rock can pull off these weird little fun movies, maybe, but like he's not a great actor. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they were just like, hey, stand here, look big, and smash faces. All right, you good at? Good, done. He had a few little quips that were funny here and there.
There was
again because it was him serious as hell,
right?
Murdering somebody, being like,
"Eat that?
Is that okay?" Yeah. when he's trying to say the tagline and he forgets before he kills the guy. He's like, "Oh," and then he says it after that. Like that was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. And that kid was pretty good.
The kid was all right. I think sometimes these movies, for me, less than value when they have that
they
sappy.
They search for some extra piece to
like the town.
Yeah. Mainly because you have this guy and it's like this guy's the bad guy, but he's a good guy. Yeah. We don't really sure like what the fuck his background is. So
Coral.
Isn't that because they were like freedom fighters too, something like that, right?
The town they were in?
The town, it was something they were.
Yeah, it was like a town that was like under occupation I guess, from some type of organization group.
Yeah, or just like terrorist type thing. Like
an organization.
An organization.
Yeah, I mean, terrorists are
a terrorist organization.
Right. There's still an
Sorry,
organization.
I like the organization part of it. Okay.
I mean, listen, dude, in any type of business, to be successful, you got to be organized.
Yeah, organization.
But anyway, so the Justice Society, by the way.
Justice Society.
They were dope. The Rock action, great.
If you can replace The Rock, who would you replace him with?
I've been really hot on Batista recently. So I think
showing up in so many fun
he is
movies.
so fucking. He's a good actor.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Yeah. For a wrestler coming out, he actually tried.
And
he's like because he also doesn't just take these random ass fucking just I'm the superhero roles.
No, he doesn't.
He takes these ones where like he has to talk.
Yeah,
and he does talk, and you're like
he's in Guardians of the Galaxies, right? As
Drax,
and
that one's funny because
that was funny.
He does well being dumb and straightforward. But like there was another one that I just watched. He
was in. I recently watched Glass Onion. He was in there.
That's
very good.
Yeah, he just pops up and stuff.
And he was in that zombie movie.
Oh, that one I watched.
That was on Netflix.
Yeah, that one he was great at.
That one he was like the main character, with the daughter and everything. It was a story to him, dude. It wasn't just an action movie.
It was good.
And he's in that new M. Night Shyamalan movie coming out too.
That's the one that I think I saw the trailer for.
Oh, we watched it here, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely the one we watched.
He looks so good in it, dude.
Yeah, Batista's. I'm telling you, I think he took a calculated risk, and it paid off because I think
he's after the Gears of War movie, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he needs that shit.
Yep. That'll be fucking amazing to see him do that.
So that was really the only person I could think of off the top of my head right now.
Nicolas Cage, no. Imagine if Nicolas Cage played Black Adam after he was supposed to play Superman, and now it's Superman versus Black Adam. Holy shit!
That would be sick, dude.
Yeah, because we don't have Harvey Cavill anymore. Period. Right?
No, Henry Cavill. It seems like no, dude.
It seems like no. With
horrific story again. Just DC. I feel like just fumbling shit because they stopped Black Adam too.
Don't say fumble. Just say they fucked it up.
They
have fucked up.
I like
the
fumbled,
DC
dude.
world.
But so. I'm just looking at this director of Black Adam. Doesn't look like a name I recognize.
What else has he done?
Jungle Cruise.
Again, with fucking
The
The Rock.
Orphan.
Or yeah, that shit.
Ooh, The Commuter.
The Commuter.
Oh, House of Wax. I've seen that.
Terrible.
Interesting.
Movie.
So no, not
House of Gold 2. Holy shit.
Gold 2, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's
shitty soccer movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
actually,
you
exactly
shit
what it
sandwich, dude.
is. Shit.
All right, so
sandwich.
The Rock, whatever, dude. Black Adam. They canceled the sequel already. It's over. You thought, Henry Cavill Superman came in at the end, nixed. But I thought they did. I mean, box office not too well, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it was a profitable movie.
There hasn't.
So I think that's why they axed it, which again, surprising because for me, I was pleasantly surprised, honestly, about it.
Well, there's a lot going on in the chat right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the chat.
I think you need to read because I didn't
okay.
read it. I'm a little scared.
Here we go. Prefer Brian, not person. Okay. Michael. Oh, prefer your word is your bond. You've lied multiple times about showing face and still hasn't.
Oh.
I'm scared because you and Brian are bigger than me and you want to fight me fair. And you won't fight me fair. Oh my God.
Oh man.
And then he goes, Black Adam is fun, but with James Gunn canceling future movies, then who cares anymore? That's a good point.
That's a very true statement.
Black Adam was too busy building a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what The Rock does. Someone brought this up. I think online I found it, and it was like The Rock just kills franchises. I think we talked about this the other day, right?
Yeah.
Was it you and me?
I don't think so.
I was talking about it with someone. It might have been my brother. But like The Rock literally just Fast and the Furious fucking ruined that.
That was dead before he got there.
Still, he added the worst. Like I'll buy 1 through like 6. Probably 1 through 7.
I won't even, dude.
If I was gonna buy him, but anything else, like he just what was the other one that he was? Oh, The Mummy.
The Mummy. He was in The Mummy?
Yeah. Scorpion King took over. Brendan Fraser brought him in. There's controversy around that too.
That wasn't his fault either, though. It was The Rock's fault. Look at him.
Yeah.
Did you see him? There was a CGI.
Yeah, I know, but they say he kind of like took over, and then fucking that's why Ben Stiller didn't do the last one, The Scorpion King.
Brendan Fraser
moved up. Yeah, sorry. What did I say?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. Imagine if Ben Stiller did it.
I prefer him as a Scorpion King, honestly.
As a Scorpion King, yeah, I would take it.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. And then what was the last one? G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah,
the first G.I. Joe,
yeah.
sick. Second one when he showed up, sucked.
Wow, it sucks, dude. He's not a good actor, and he's overplayed.
Yeah,
he ruined the Super Bowl last year for me.
Why?
He came out to give up like a hype speech.
Oh God. Yeah, that's the thing. It's oversaturated now.
Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? You have to come out here and tell me it's a Super Bowl for me to get excited for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm already excited.
Black Adam replacement should be Trevante Rhodes. Who is that?
I don't know.
American actor.
I can see that.
Oh, just the dude in. Oh, he's Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Moonlight. He was in Moonlight.
I never saw The Predator.
Moonlight won Best Picture.
Yeah, Moonlight. I do. Moonlight.
12 Strong.
Yeah. Dude.
Bird Box.
Bird Box kind of sucked.
That was the blind thing, or the covering your eyes.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock, dude, Bullock. Not cool.
And everyone hyped up, and then
I guess I'd have to see some more of his movies here. But
I do want to see Mike. I want to see how he does with that.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Because obviously Mike Tyson, dude.
Mikey Tice,
dude. He can play Black Adam. But nonetheless, that's my take for Black Adam. Definitely, surprisingly good action movie for me this year. Like surprisingly, like I thought it was gonna be bad, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
That's
why it wasn't bad.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna continue with the action on this one. We're gonna jump to Bullet Train.
Let's go.
Bullet Train surprised me. First off, just the casting was great in this movie. Now, I know people kind of didn't like it because it was a little too jokey and whatsoever, but that's why I loved it. It was an action movie.
I loved it too.
And I love the fact that Brad Pitt, next to Ocean's 11's character, like this is one of the best characters
Brilliant.
Dude, he's just like this amazing assassin who just is going through some shit. And he still has to fuck it. He's going to therapy. It's like a Tony Soprano type thing if it was for a hitman.
Hell yeah.
And it's brilliant. And Bad Bunny's in it.
You love Bad Bunny.
Dude, we all love Bad Bunny. He represents some good stuff for the island people. But it's like his character isn't something crazy, and yet I cracked up laughing the entire time. Brad Pitt looking at him like, who are you? And it's just this crazy movie where there's fucking like 10 different stories happening on a train. You know, you're for some way somehow everyone gets murdered on the train, but like no other passengers realize what's going on. Literally, like death everywhere, blood everywhere, and no one knows. I think there's like whole cabins of like kids and families and first class, and they're just killing and killing and killing everywhere. And it's like aggressive, like bloodshed and like crazy stabbings and shootings and like kung fu action over tables and bars and all of it inside of the train. Just I thought it was gonna suck.
Really?
I didn't know what to expect, really. I was like, oh, another movie like this, kind of like truthfully at first I thought it was gonna be fully subtitled. I thought it was gonna be a actual
it's a remake.
Yeah. So I thought they were gonna keep true to that. Because that one was done how long ago? The original one, but it was a
80s or 70s or something. It was a Japanese film. Like
Japanese film, but it was like So I thought it was going to be more like that, but it pleasantly surprised. And the look, it had a lot of vibrant colors, a lot of like neonish type of. Yeah, it was a great color palette to see. Metallic and like everything was shiny and bright, and just it worked. And I think it's one of the better ones of the year for me, at least one of the action ones. Again, because it wasn't too serious and because it wasn't too cheesy.
And the action was great.
The action was fun.
And the acting was great, dude. Yeah. Good, big cast.
The two guys, the
brothers?
The brothers, Lime and
whatever else.
Or Lemon and whatever. Like those two guys, I have no idea who they are. And they were great together. Just like bouncing off back and forth, like it looked effortless. That's what this movie felt like. It looked effortless to have them act together. But yeah,
great movie.
What do you think? You liked it?
Yeah, I thought it was
entertaining.
Very, to say the least, entertaining. I thought Brad Pitt, obviously, he's someone who absolutely, kills his roles typically. So he did a great job. Like you mentioned, the brothers were good characters. The girl with the backpack, too,
the little girl,
and even the assassin chick who had the snake venom.
She
was cool too.
Girl, I forget where she's from too.
I think Deadpool. I think she's a Deadpool too.
She's the Deadpool girl, Domino.
Yeah, she's Domino. Yeah.
So there are a lot of big names, but like still not the big names.
Right. And Brad Pitt was the biggest.
Yeah,
basically.
Brad Pitt, and technically, well, I'll bring this up after.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, I'll tell you after.
Who's the guy at the end? It wasn't Timothy Oliphant. It was Michael Shannon was the guy in the end. When the train stops.
Oh,
and
yeah.
At the end,
no, I'm talking about something else. Don't worry. Keep on going.
Okay.
Your thoughts.
Channing Tatum was in it for a hot, quick second. Yeah, but first says, cameos in Bullet Train. Best cameos of 2022. Channing Tatum, right?
Channing
Ryan Reynolds.
Killed me.
Yeah, it really did. He just kept saying funny lines, basically, dude. That was the only reason why he was there.
Exactly. He was literally, it was almost like, I felt like he was just there on set one day and was just like, hey, you want me to just sit down and respond to me?
Yeah, it's like, hey, I was down the street and I noticed that the Bullet Train was filming. You guys want me to just say some stuff?
Hey, Brad, you want me to just be one of the guys?
Right?
It's like, do me a favor. Is this where what is it? Is this where the butt stuff happens?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like butt stuff? Dude,
so
like
funny.
2 lines that just killed me. And and it works so well because of the pacing of this movie. Everything's in this train. So like you just see him walking, then he just stops.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like all the hecticness and all the crazy, you like tend to forget what other storylines are going because every single scene in that you're like, so enthralled.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're like, yes, yes, yeah. And then all of a sudden something happens. You're like, holy crap, I forgot about that.
I know. All of a sudden, guys' heads are getting cut off,
Just-
throats
yeah.
are being slit. And
Exactly.
You're
You're
like,
like, what is
dude?
going on?
Yeah, dude, it was a great movie.
There's a fucking snake on the loose.
Yeah,
like, dude,
dude.
it's like
And I feel like, it was like a movie that wasn't well received.
yeah, no,
I thought.
not at all. And I think
What
it's
the hell is wrong with people?
yeah, it's they didn't want the fun, crazy action.
They don't want to have fun. They
ridiculousness.
don't want to
Yeah.
have fun.
You don't want to have fun.
Yeah, I
Get the
think
fuck
people were
outta here.
complaining that it was too violent.
Yeah. it's just-
Even like the cuts or the idea of the whole movie. The idea was, I mean, it was different. I know it was a remake, but I never saw the original, so it was new to
the
me.
is great because the main storyline kind of gets lost
in
until
the
the
sauce,
end.
dude. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and then you're waiting. And you're like, oh, and then something else. And you're like, and it
Yeah,
just keeps
bud.
on building, which is what I
Mhm.
like because there is no point in that movie where you can like sit down and like just
Yeah.
rest.
No.
You are on your toes, just kind of like
Yeah,
watching
dude.
to see what's happening next, what's going on.
Gosh, yeah.
And again, it's on a train, so that's moving. So like you're always feeling movement in this movie,
Mhm.
and it shows.
Yeah.
So
Man, I love building.
I love building movement. But I was gonna say the funniest
Slingshot!
thing. Slingshot.
The funniest thing, Ryan Reynolds?
What's her name? No, not Ryan Reynolds. Oh my God, Miss Congeniality, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah,
We were
Sandra
just talking
Bullock.
about-
Oh,
She's
yeah.
the voice on the phone.
That's right.
So it was funny because I had watched that other movie, Lost City, first,
Uh-huh.
and then I realized that she had done him that favor,
Right.
and now she was doing him the favor.
Yeah.
Like, and I love it, and in Channing Tatum too. It was like they
The three of
actually
them
are
went
really
together.
good friends apparently, and they do a lot of work. But it was like, yeah, I think she did that one for free. He did this one for free. Like I love that because it shows that there's just like, there's goodness in Hollywood. Like there's friends making movies, even though like Brad Pitt is Brad fucking Pitt and Sandra Bullock is Sandra fucking Bullock. Like I feel like it brings them down to our level a little
Is
bit.
Channing Tatum? Channing
And
fucking Tatum.
Channing fucking Tatum. I love Channing Tatum. I think that dude is fucking hysterical.
He is funny.
He is so funny in everything he does.
Yeah, I don't know. I lost a lot of respect for him.
Which one? For what?
Step Up, I think. Is that what he did? Did he
The
Step Up? The dancing one when he was
one of
super
his
young.
First ones.
I know.
He was a good dancer too.
So he came out.
And he married that girl.
Yeah.
Him and that girl were married for a while.
Not anymore.
No, I think they separated.
That's too bad, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like Step Up. It was kind of lame, dude.
Did you like Magic Mike?
I never saw it.
Yeah,
I would, but I mean,
I just haven't seen it.
do you want to watch it with me?
I want to watch the second one now.
XXXL.
No, not sorry.
The newest one they're making.
The
yeah.
newest one, yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
that they made two.
They made it
original.
Magic Mike XL.
XL, yeah. XXL me.
XXL me.
But
So yeah, I guess we'll see that.
We'll see how that goes.
Got a comment from Refer, by the way.
We got
Hollywood does not know how to market their films. I Google search Korea and now I get bombarded with Korea videos and news and articles. I will say sometimes, like, I mean, well, if I Google Bullet Train.
there it is.
Bullet Train comes up 54% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
Honestly, they don't know what the hell they're talking about over there. And I mean, I think Hollywood does a decent job in promoting movies. I mean,
it's tough now.
Trailers are out there. I mean,
it's
there's
tough
ads
because,
on
dude,
socials.
but you can't spend that much money anymore compared to what you used to. You're not doing big ass campaigns anymore because no one's seeing the stuff the same way that they used to. Like commercials and trailers used to be like the fucking big thing. Like you didn't just go to YouTube. You had to go and fucking see it in front of the screen, in the theater and see this shit. So they paid more money to make them better. Now they just fucking slap a few pieces together like, oh, be streaming tomorrow.
Here. Yeah. Literally, here it is.
Yeah, here it is.
All of a sudden you open your Netflix and it's just there.
Yeah. Literally. And you're like, oh, okay. So I don't think the marketing is going to be the same because again, you don't have to sell physical copies anymore. So you don't go to FYE and buy 2, get 1 free. Like you're not going to have that anymore. So I don't know. I think marketing is going downhill. In the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's fucking sick.
In India, their new movie promotions resemble the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They
Well, India's taking shit to another level.
Yeah.
They're just out there. And it works, dude. I mean, like what we were just saying, or I don't know if we're going to talk about it, but the RRR movie.
RRR.
I keep on looking at all these lists. I
tried to watch it.
I keep on looking at all these lists of like top movies of 2000, and that one keeps on popping up. They must be doing something right.
I guess so, but I mean, think about it. Like none of the movies that we talked about are on the list.
None of the movies that I found on those lists were like I didn't even know that they came out. I didn't hear about them. I don't even know where to find them right now. Because most movies that are big and that are pretty good usually get at least a little bit of marketing done. Like these
Yeah,
movies,
nothing.
no fucking idea.
I know it's pretty crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
All right, are you done with Bullet Train?
I'm done with Bullet Train, I think.
Yeah, me too.
All right, good.
Great movie.
Great movie. Great find.
So my next movie, another movie that wasn't well received.
Yeah.
I just watched it. And I liked it.
Yep. This is again controversial.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Now this movie, I was actually did I have it up on 32% Rotten Tomatoes, 6.1 IMDb, 48% Metacritic.
Look at that fucking cast. Just those first 6 people that
dude,
show
and
up.
that's not even like the best, dude.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro, bang. Mike Myers is in it as well, dude.
Dude, Chris Rock.
Zoe Saldana, Timothy Olyphant, Michael Shannon, dude, Chris Rock.
Jeez.
Sean Avery, he's your boy from Avatar.
He's your boy, your Avatar boy.
He's your boy, dude. Some I think there was some
shimmer.
Okay cameos in this one, if I remember. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. But Fur just said that Amsterdam is a true story.
Amsterdam, Buffer. Take it easy.
Take it easy, Buffer. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, sorry. This really happened in America. It's a true story.
Everything has happened in America.
Based on a true theory, they say. See, I think that there's honestly some backdoor bogusness going down with this movie.
Listen, I don't like backdoor bogusness.
You love the backdoor.
Yeah, I don't like the backstory.
So as to why this movie wasn't really rated well, it was based on a true theory that during the 1930s it took place, like 33 is when the movie took place, that there was a conspiracy going on. To
Hollywood, right?
No, not in Hollywood, in government, American government, to basically create a fascist America.
Oh, right.
And to appoint a dictator.
Yep.
Which was it's a theory that people thought were in place to happen. Obviously didn't happen because of whatever. But this movie kind of tackles that theory a little bit. It's almost like what movie am I thinking of? It was a kind of a true story, but it's happened like in true.
I mean, most things that are in movies that are based on a true story are just
basically Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Think about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like
what
that time period happened really, but none of that stuff for the most part really happened.
Well, I mean, it's roughly based. I mean, everyone was scared of the Soviets coming in and they're becoming a dictatorship and everything.
Right, but I'm saying like Christian Bale's character, Margot Robbie's character aren't real people.
Yeah.
But the world they live in was real.
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
It's 1930s New York. Yeah. And the plot line is somewhat based on, true events.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, Christian Bale plays doctor in the 1930s.
The doctor.
Who's kind of shunned upon because it's the 1930s and medicine isn't great, so he's doing all like the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like trying this out, trying these drugs on people, trying to get new forms of medication and surgery and whatnot. Yeah. So he, which was like a little annoying at first. It starts out in 1933, and he meets his buddy who is it played by? John David Washington plays Harold Woodman. And they're helping out this woman played by Taylor Swift. Her father passed away, and her father was their general during World War One.
Okay.
And him being a doctor, Christian Bale, his friend Harold is a lawyer. They're gonna do the autopsy because she thinks there was some foul play in how he died because he was perfectly healthy. He was over in Europe, came back, he was dead.
Yeah.
So obviously spoilers, by the way, here.
So many.
But this is just the very beginning. This is the first 5 minutes of the movie, so don't worry. But spoilers from here on now. So they, autopsy, kind of weird. There was some weird shit in his stomach. They think he was poisoned. They're talking to Taylor Swift. She's acting all weird now. She's like, oh, never mind. I don't want to do it. Something's bad. The powers that be. All of a sudden, bang, she gets pushed over into a car, run over, killed.
And
get blamed for the murder, dude.
No
The guy who pushes them is played by Timothy Oliphant, pushes her,
Nice.
and then he blames them too. And so they get blamed for this murder, and now they're trying to clear their name. It's basically the plot line of the movie.
Yeah.
But then after Taylor Swift dies, first 10 minutes, they go, it's the classic like freeze frame. Oh, well, in order to know how we got here, we have to go back in time. So 1918 or whatever year it was, World War I.
Yeah, flappers everywhere.
They were both soldiers. Margot Robbie was the nurse that helped them out. They're friends for life now. And they establish that relationship, and they go back to the present. So now you know that back pocket, backdoor action, bogusness. Margot Robbie was their best friend from years ago, but now she's not in the picture anymore. What's going on?
Yeah, she's a bogus best friend.
You know? And so, like, the plot is set up right there for you.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's a cool plot. It's like almost like there's a murder. They get framed for it. They're trying to figure it out. And I don't really understand why this movie was perceived or received, I should say, poorly. Because with this cast, we went over the names.
Yeah, but he's had a few movies like that have come out that you're like, oh,
who?
God,
David Russell. I mean, American Hustle, I enjoyed.
Yeah, but
Silver
also
Linings Playbook,
Silver Linings
great.
Playbook was great, but I don't think Hustle did that well. It was again a great cast, and yet, wasn't the best. Silver Linings Playbook, I think, was one of the best.
One Best Picture, didn't it?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Me too. Such a great movie.
Everything about it is good.
So I think that the acting in it was for Christian Bale, obviously, dude, like absolutely killing it. Margot Robbie's
been in the game for so long.
He is such a good actor, and he has a glass eye, and it's funny and shit. Because every time he gets punched, which is a lot in the movie, glass eye poof,
pops out.
And then literally, like the cops came to them after Taylor Swift was murdered, and they were questioning him about, oh, how do you know it was us? Well, there's not many, doctors with glass eyes rolling around with a black eye around here. Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
change the battery. Oh no! Now they know that you guys don't change batteries here.
I do check.
I don't know. Either way, I think he is outrageous. Oh, Buffer goes rut-row. It's all right, guys. I'm here. Just look at me.
Shut up, Manny.
Just look at me. Buffer, look at me. Manny takeover. That's what we're talking about, Buffer. Manny takeover. I'm taking over because I'm sick and tired of this crap and his batteries that aren't changed. Amsterdam sucked. I'm just kidding. I haven't seen it yet. I have to check it out because of David O'Leary or whatever his name is.
David O'Russell.
Oh, God, so many Learys, Russells, whatever. But still, he usually comes out with some good stuff. I feel like it probably is going to be a little slow of a movie. Was it?
Right.
It was.
No. Well, yeah, I guess.
I feel like no matter what, even Silver Linings Playbook was kind of slow. It dragged a little bit here and there, and I think that's one of the reasons why people were like, "Oh snap, Matthew Gabriel is in."
Wow, Matthew Gabriel says, "Hey, Buffer, how are ya?" He says. Oh, Michael says we do change batteries. Shit happens, he says.
Yeah.
I mean, shit does happen.
Shit does happen.
Manny Takeover, he said, Manny RR is cocaine for your eyes. More Manny and less Barnes and Mike. Oh my God,
ooh,
dude.
Them a fighting with.
So anyway,
right, you're back.
So this movie, yes. I mean, I suppose it started off a little slow, but again, like Christian Bale right away, just like grasps you.
Yeah.
Okay, like first scene grasps you.
And Margot, how did Margot do? I mean,
she was awesome.
She's one of those.
She's a very strong character. She was like she's a very strong character, obviously. One of those outgoing people,
gotcha.
but very smart, funny. She was killing it. She was speaking French for the first like 15 minutes of the movie. That was cool. Her character was dope. She falls in love with Harold. They were together. So that's like awesome. It was a really cool like trio of characters like that. They fall in love together. So I mean, I don't know, dude. I thought the movie was awesome. The plot line progressed. You have Mike Myers coming in.
That was surprising.
Yeah, like I said,
last thing I thought,
and he had like a pretty solid role.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like the Freddie Mercury one where he's just kind of like
it wasn't, or even Inglourious Basterds where he was just like a general for a scene.
Yeah. All right, cool.
He was in it, and him and Michael Shannon play like FBI people. This is where the conspiracy comes in. The whole conspiracy theory that they were trying to implement a dictatorship.
Yeah.
And it's just basically like this really happened in real life, and these 3 characters happen to be in there and get roped in
to do
to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was pretty awesome. Again, like I'm not gonna spoil the rest of the movie for you guys at home. But I give you the plot line right there. That should be more than enough, honestly, to watch it. It is, I think it was, I don't know, a little over 2 hours, 5 minutes, 2 hours, 10 minutes, something like
Okay.
that. So really not that crazy
Not
either
that
in terms of
crazy.
length.
Yeah.
And the story definitely progressed. I mean, it was almost like a murder mystery type of deal too.
Yeah.
So you're asking yourself questions during the movie. You're wondering what's going on, like what's going to happen. And then you just have like 3 actors just absolutely killing it. You know, visually, the movie was a very warm movie to watch. Everything was,
Yeah, he tends
you know,
to pick one or the other.
yeah.
Yeah, Silver
So
Linings was very cool.
very cool.
Yeah, and Hustle
Was very
was
warm. Yeah, it was shot like that,
It was shot
basically.
like that. Yeah.
There was some great scenes, some great handheld work. There was some
Nice.
good cuts. I noticed that there were some scenes where it was just one long shot. And it looked really great.
Looked nice.
And I thought it was dope cinematically all around. I mean,
Yeah.
I really don't have any complaints about it. So I guess maybe sometimes the plots were hard to follow. The plot was hard to follow because of all the names, all the people they were talking about.
I can see that with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on in his movies too. So, but
it's,
I mean,
watch it a few times to catch everything movie.
Yeah. Which is something I like about movies.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to watch it again and see something I didn't see the first time.
And
like,
they're
wow, that's awesome.
He's very dialogue driven.
Yeah.
So this is about like moments inside of conversations that he tries to get out of scenes. So
right.
It is different, and some people just can't do that.
Yeah. So I think that just unfortunately, the people that be around can't handle a movie like this, because I thought this movie was awesome, dude.
Well, you got to remember, like younger audiences, attention spans. First off, dude. 2 hours. You have to commit to 2 hours.
Yeah.
And not do something else while you're doing that, watching, unless you're in the theater. It's like, it's tough to get these, because I keep on watching old movies, and you sit there and like sometimes you don't even have to watch. You can just hear, and you know exactly what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Because of the way that it's written and the way that it was cut together, that makes perfect. Like again, Reservoir Dogs. I will always say it. Put it on the background. You don't need to watch the movie, because there's nothing that you can see that won't be described or at least explained while you're hearing it. And you can be doing other stuff and be like, holy shit, I remember when this happened. And then you visually see it because they're telling you how it is. So I think newer movies, when they try to do that, they're trying to get to the older audience, and the younger is just not gonna be part of it.
Yeah, I guess not. And it's honestly a real shame. Yeah. Because I think that this movie, is really good.
Yeah.
And for it to be received poorly. Again, like I said, with that cast is outrageous, dude.
Yeah. I don't know.
32% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Again,
I think
like
that
the 5th time today.
Stupid shit show, dude.
Stupid shiitake show.
Couple comments here. An absolute all-out war going on.
Things happening
in the comment section while we're just trying to have a show.
We're just trying to talk movies.
Matthew says Fells was good. Great show. Phenomenal, he says.
It's phenomenal.
Thank you, Matthew. But first says, Matthew, Happy New Year. You're the man. And then it goes to Margot Robbie, box office poison. I don't even know what that means, honestly.
I don't know.
You're trying to say she kills movies?
I don't think she kills them.
I think
I don't think
enhances the movie.
I don't think she's ever really taken the lead other than in Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya.
Tanya, was that the only lead she really had? And now this Barbie movie?
Oh, yeah, Barbie. Yeah, I think so.
It'll be the 2 ones. Everything else has kind of been. Oh no, Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, she's been Harley Quinn.
She was Harley Quinn for one movie. Just Harley Quinn. Everything else has been kind of side.
Yeah, Babylon even too. Same deal. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Same deal.
Bombshell. She was smaller part. She was one of 3.
Bombshell, Tarzan.
Yeah. So I don't think.
Mary Queen of Scots.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
She wasn't she Queen Elizabeth?
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. So I don't know. She tends to. She
looked crazy in this one.
Yeah.
She looked crazy.
Was she in Focus too?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh wow, it's crazy.
Oh my god, dude, how crazy is that
that's
look,
crazy.
Dude?
Of course, I didn't know who she was. Fuck. I don't know, man. I think she's very versatile in what she does.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
she's played a lot of different roles
I
and
mean,
a
look
lot of
at that,
extreme
dude.
roles. Yeah, man.
That's like some real deal heaviness right there.
I like her. I like her. I think she's one of the new. I think she is what we might look back at as like a old Hollywood star. She could be
Yeah, dude.
just by the way that she's moving.
I wonder honestly how Babylon is.
Me too. I was looking at it.
Came out recently. Didn't have time to
Yeah.
go watch it. Obviously,
It's out somewhere on what's
December
it on?
23rd. It came out in
In
theaters.
theaters.
Obviously, I haven't been to the theaters between
Yeah.
now and then.
But still,
She's a wonderful actress, dude. I never saw I, Tanya honestly either.
you know what? The only thing that threw me off about I, Tanya was the way that they shot it. I did not like that.
Oh
like
no,
fake documentary. It was weird to me.
really?
Yeah.
She looked like pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Like
Her
this,
acting was great in
This,
it.
this scene. This is where she was like going to skate. She was like crying and she
Yeah.
like smiles. It. What a crazy person, huh?
Oh God. Dude, the things that used to happen back in the day, like things now are crazy, but things back then were crazy too, because you didn't immediately know about it.
No. Oh my God. Yeah. True.
And it was like this shock when it came out. Now we got something happening every 5 seconds.
So about every 5 seconds. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Before says Matthew, you must reveal yourself in 2023. Before says Matt, I would visit the studio, but I need to sign a letter from Barnes and Mike not to attack me. I don't mind words, but I won't want to lose teeth or get a black eye.
No one's gonna do that.
Matthew says, prefer you're tripping hard.
Hi. You tripping, son?
Mike and Barnes are two of the least violent people you'd ever meet. We all just want to meet you, bud.
Listen, buddy, I'm probably the most violent person in here.
I think Renee's probably the most violent person.
Ooh, Renee's a silent fucking killer is what she is.
Yeah, dude.
She will end your face.
Silently.
Silently.
Says it for my pick of Amsterdam.
Wow.
Which, again, dude, just fucking honestly, just go see the movie. Just sit down, popcorn, soda, just watch the whole movie, and then tell me what you think. And then, because I'm honestly, I think a lot of people out there just say the movie isn't good because they heard the movie wasn't good.
Yeah, I need to watch it now because I need to
watch it, dude.
We'll watch it after the show.
Yeah, we'll watch it right now here.
Right
yes,
here,
live.
Yes, live.
Naked.
Whole thing. Naked. with headbands on.
Yes.
Only.
What do you got for next one, bud?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna throw. How much time we got?
I mean, I know there was one movie you said you wanted to talk about that you haven't mentioned yet.
I did, but it's funny. All right, I'll mention it, but then I have to mention one more after this.
Okay, yeah.
Banshees of Inisherin. I had been this is. I think once I found out this was coming when we watched the trailer, I got super, super excited because I have been waiting for these two to come back together and make a masterpiece.
In Bruges.
Like in Bruges. It was, I've seen it twice now. And
really?
Yeah, because my wife wanted to watch it. And unfortunately for her, I watched it first. Because I was so excited to see
Why?
it.
So you watched it again with your wife?
So I watched it again with my wife.
Such a good husband, dude, honestly.
Yeah. It was as good the second time as it was the first. Even though I knew everything that was going to happen, it was the story is so simple. The locations are so simple, but it's just done so. There's like the whole premise of this is these people living off of Ireland during I believe 1920s when the big war was happening and everything with Great Britain, like the whole thing, right? And they live on this island, and this island has probably like 20 people there, if that. And like everything is super spaced out, so like you have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the bar because the bar's like the only thing there. Then you live off of the land, and it's, these people have only lived there. They only know that life. And it's very simple. You wake up, you do work, you go get beer. At night, you're at the pub, which is like this stone pub, like old school, like
Dick Max.
Yeah, Dick Max. That's right, exactly. For people that don't know, that's in what is it called again?
Dingle, Ireland.
Dingle, Ireland. I always forget. Fungi, the dolphin. Remember?
Yeah, dude. Fungi's over there, dude.
Fungi's
There's some
over there.
conspiracy theories about
I know
Fungi.
there's a lot of stuff with Fungi.
That he died years ago. They replaced him
Yeah,
with
they
some
replaced
another
him.
dolphin. They just keep it going. Tourist tracks. They don't give a shit,
robotic
dude.
one, maybe.
Yeah, dude. Matthew says like, it's a magical place,
It's a
dude.
magical place.
Fungi.
But yeah, so like the movie, and it's these two again. I always forget the second guy's name, the guy from Harry Potter.
Something Gleason.
Yeah, Gleason. Him and they work together so well. They vibe off each other, and it's a story about a guy that just doesn't want to be friends with this guy anymore. Literally, it's as simple as that. Because he realizes that hanging out with this guy is just taking up time that he doesn't want to waste anymore. And he wants to do other stuff. And Colin Farrell's character just cannot let it go. He doesn't understand why this guy who's been friends with him forever just stops and doesn't want to be friends with him. That is your story. That's it. But it is done so well. The humor is so dry and it's just so perfect that everything comes together into this thing. And you're always being surprised. Like you're not expecting, how was that? Your whole nose is covered now. Yeah. Failed bubble attempt.
No, it was a good bubble.
Explosion bubbles.
I fucking love bubble gum.
I know.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I bought bubble gum.
I saw you pop that balloon in your face.
I bought this bubble gum on the way back here from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And I'll say the name of the place, Manor Road Deli.
Manor Road Deli.
One of the best delis you ever find yourself stepping into.
Okay.
The bagels are phenomenal.
In
Sandwiches. Staten Island.
In Staten Island.
Yeah.
Staten Island, sorry.
Big spot. You can play lotto if you want.
Yeah.
Drinks. They have beer there because it's Staten Island. We can serve alcohol if we want.
Whatever building you'd like.
But anyway, dude, good spot. Get some sandwiches there, whatever.
Yeah.
I go pick up bagels to come back here, and I see this Hubba Bubba Max right there, the old school little fucking with the big blocks in it. And I'm like, you know what?
Jackpot.
And she was like, there's cheese bagels, and I was like, I'm gonna take some Hubba Bubba too. And she looks at me and she goes, okay.
You're never going there again.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You've just ruined my entire.
How dare you judge me for? But you know what? I bet I left, and she was like, you know what? Like, I can go for some Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba. I want to make some fucking
dude.
Gum balloons.
No. She was very nice. I guess she just found me funny. I guess, but it was like what?
No, because no one's touched the Hubba Bubba.
And
in 30 years.
Probably it was definitely a little dusty. And I was like,
she's like, oh really? You're gonna take it? Okay.
Are you sure?
Hey Jimmy, come here. He's gonna take this one.
And you know what? Here I am.
There you are, popping bubbles. He's forever blowing bubbles.
Banshees, baby.
Banshees. Just, dude, it was a long wait, and it was worth the wait. That's how I feel.
I haven't seen this one.
I think you need to.
I tried to watch it with Anna, but she wanted to watch White Lotus instead.
Yeah.
So we watched White Lotus instead.
Listen, if you don't know about this type of movie, if you haven't seen In Bruges, if you don't like In Bruges, this movie ain't gonna be for you.
Oof.
But let me tell you who it's gonna be good for. Brian Barnaby. That's
no way.
It's gonna be good. Will Ferrell.
Will
Ferrell makes a guest star.
Does he actually?
No. I just thought he'd like that.
And that's when you poo-poo yourself.
And there it is.
A couple comments here. Matthew says CBDino. God, I love that. He goes, wow, no loyalty whatsoever to the friends of Banshees.
Yeah.
Big League Chew, he says, never go there again, Tony.
Never go to Ireland again? Never go to Ireland
again.
The
deli, the Manor Road Deli.
Forget that.
The bagels are fire. I had one this morning, dude. It was fucking
we got to go back to Ireland and do a show from there.
I'd be down to do that.
Imagine. Right in front of Fungi.
I am honestly, I'm dying to go back to Dingle.
Yeah, me too.
My parents talking about going back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I gotta find a way. Danny wants to go too.
Dude, that place is it's like one of the best towns I've ever been in.
It's such a relaxed place.
So chill, dude. You want to fucking get a beer at noon? You get a beer at noon.
Yeah, it'd be a little different for me now that I don't drink.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we had some good times.
Yeah, we had some good times. Yo, what was the name of the bar that went from a hardware store to not a hardware store? I know you probably wouldn't remember, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. What was it?
Foxy
Johns.
Foxy John.
That's what it was, dude.
Foxy
Fuck
Johns.
yeah, man.
By day, hardware store. By night, you're getting hammered inside of the hardware store.
Yeah, literally, dude.
It is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Matthew says, where are you talking about? Dingle, Ireland, Matthew. I don't think Matthew would really enjoy it.
No, there's a gym. There's definitely a gym.
Well, there's just not like it's not very tropical.
Oh no. This is gloomy days. Actually, I remember one time.
One year, when we went, it was like 75 the whole time there and sunny,
dude,
which was unheard of. The townspeople were like, "What is going on?
You guys brought the sunshine."
Yeah, whoa.
Those people are so nice, though. They remember you every time you go back.
I know, they're so amazing, dude. Dude, this one woman was like telling me one time how like when her daughter was a baby,
to
put her to sleep, she'd microwave like a little 4 ounces of Guinness,
a little whiskey.
Her,
oh, nice! That's the way to do it. Dude, listen, let's keep this. Let's keep this screen time. So, for people don't know, a little quick fact: Dingle is where they shot some of Star Wars, or around Dingle, and actually the crew stayed in Dingle, and they had the big rap party at one of the pubs in Dingle.
They really?
Yeah.
You know which one? Was it Paul Gainey's?
No, the one at bottom. At the bottom, it's the bigger one. The one
at the bottom
of the hill, but then at the beginning of the walk towards the brewery. You know that corner?
Yeah,
where the late night diner spot was, the late night food spot.
Yeah.
That spot right in there.
Wow.
Yeah. So they had a rap party there apparently, and then you and I, there's footage of you meditating on the rock.
Yeah, dude.
And I got the shot.
The drone.
It looks with that beautiful sun behind you.
That was fire.
Remember that?
Dude.
That was great, man. It was good times. It was good times.
Matthew, I can't go there.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. I'd go if we all went.
Oh yeah, dude. If we all went, we'd have a blast.
Go on a fucking boat out there, man.
Hell yeah. Go to that island.
Dude, talk about fresh fish, dude. Fresh fish, dude.
Fresh fish.
It's all the R's or no the R's. It's fresh fish, Matthew.
Yeah. Fresh fish.
Daily, dude. It's a fishing village, bro.
Oh my god, it's so good.
You're at sea, man.
Yeah, seaman.
Banshees.
Just watch it. And if you haven't watched In Bruges, go watch In Bruges. You'll appreciate them both. Yeah. Another pop.
That one hit my eye.
Dude, you are popping off over there.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so next movie I'm going to talk about here.
Bring it
in. It's so tough, dude. Matthew says he would seize the boat, dude.
Seize the boat. Seafood all day, every day.
I guess I'll do Glass Onion, honestly.
Oh, really?
So
that's a recent.
Yeah, this is a recent. Saw it in theaters. Good job on Glass Onion. However, another movie, a big cast, right?
Yeah.
Dave Bautista kills it. Ed Norton. Ed Norton does Ed Norton things. He's really good. Daniel Craig, love to see him doing some stuff outside James Bond because he's a phenomenal actor. Who else was in it, dude? Oh, Kate Hudson was in it.
Ooh, the Huddy.
Good job, Kate Hudson, dude. She's looking really good. Acting really well still. She kind of always plays this one type of role, but she plays like the ditzy blonde, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
But the rest of the cast, the woman from Onions.
You want Onions?
Who was on SNL? What is her name, dude?
You're gonna get to it one of these days. You're gonna get there.
Madeline Klein, dude.
Kate
she was the assistant.
Oh,
Catherine Hahn, dude.
Catherine Hahn, got it.
Catherine Hahn, Dave Bautista, Leslie Odom Jr. is in it. Serena Williams, quite a few quick cameos by Serena Williams, Natasha Lyonne, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is in it real quick. Hugh Grant, real quick. Real quick. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, real quick. No, it is like super quick. Honestly, those cameos are like they're almost like crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this movie, murder mystery, they say it's like a sequel, right, to Knives Out. It's not really a sequel, it's its own side thing. It's just a Knives Out mystery, it says in the title, if you notice. So the murder mystery here, I guess I don't really want to spoil things for you, but
you can't spoil.
So the acting, obviously, I mentioned, great. The way it was shot,
phenomenal.
Wasn't anything special, I thought. they did a good job. Obviously, a movie like this, a lot of it is just dialogue and acting driven. You're trying to pay attention to what they're saying, looking for clues and stuff like that. And it was good, but about I don't know, maybe 20 minutes into the movie, I turn over to Anna, and I'm like, oh, like this person definitely did it, and that person had done it in the end. So I was kind of pissed off a little bit about that. And there also like were some plot holes in the movie. I know I did some reading online, and a lot of people had some issues with the plot. But some of them were kind of like, you could argue for or against the plot hole. So there wasn't like a ton of plot holes, but there was one like really big plot hole in this movie.
Yeah. Like obvious that just
yeah, dude, like pretty fucking obvious, man.
That's a bummer.
And it's just like they just never really addressed it. So I would say for me, this was one of my underwhelming movies.
Underwhelming.
And again, I'm sitting there, being able to guess who did it in the end.
Yeah.
But it's funny. So all these people I mentioned, they all, except for Daniel Craig, well, they're all friends except for Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
And Ed Norton is like this like Elon Musk rich type person. That is like fucking he built like this app that has like world news on it, whatever, dude.
App.
He is the app. He's cajillionaire.
This
is his close circle is Kate Hudson, Dave Bautista, Leslie Odom Jr., Catherine Hahn, who, funny enough, Catherine Hahn's character is running for, I think, governor of Connecticut in the movie. Of course, just a corrupt politician in Connecticut. Janelle Monáe in there. So yeah. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then so they're friends and they get invited to Ed Norton's house for a murder mystery party.
Murder mystery.
And the beginning starts with the four of them getting this big box, which is the invitation. And it's like this real creepy, like they're solving puzzles to get inside the box. Like, ooh, and then you get this invitation, and it's very ominous, right? And Ed Norton, obviously putting all this together, is a wealthy, smart man.
Great box.
Okay. Phenomenal box. Daniel Craig gets one too, and he's like, "What the fuck is this, dude? I don't really know.
I didn't order this.
Like,
box.
I know Ed Norton for being rich and famous and successful, but I'm not his friend." So he becomes like this 5-wheel, and everyone in the party, because they all meet at some fucking dock for the boat to go to the island.
Oh boy! I
was like, "Oh my god, you've been chosen!" Whoa. Special. And this island is crazy, dude. So that's and then obviously he gets there. Ed Norton is like, "What are you doing here? I didn't send you here. I didn't give you an invitation." And he goes, "I got an invitation." He goes, "Oh my god, how'd you get this invitation?" And it's all like, "Ooh,
the mystery really starts.
The mystery really starts, dude." And then
joke's on you, Ethan Hawke.
People start. It's like, and then from there, it's basically a Clue, the movie Clue.
Oh,
yeah,
so bad.
What? You didn't like the movie Clue? No, tell me right now. You like Clue?
No, I did. Doesn't that have what's his name? R.I.P.
Timothy Curry.
Yeah.
Wait, no, not R.I.P.
No, not Timothy Curry. R.I.P. Sorry, I was thinking of somebody else.
Christopher Lloyd's in it.
I was thinking Snape.
Alan Rickman is not in that movie. Well, we have 8 comments, dude.
8 comments.
Captain Phillips, Matthew wants to hijack that boat. Glass Onion was so predictable. Yes, prefer, like I say, it was. You're good, Ethan Hawke. He made a little cameo too in the movie. I go to the theaters to escape news and politics. Glass Onion embraces our world problems. I mean, I guess has something to say about the world, I suppose. He goes, I definitely want to see this movie. Cast looks great. Put it on the itemized list of movies/shows Matthew has to watch. It's so long.
Matthew, I can only imagine how long it
is. That is a very long list, Matthew. This one should be on it, as well as Amsterdam too. Although it was predictable for me, it was still certainly entertaining. I mean, Daniel Craig was great in it. Ed Norton's hilarious. Of course, Dave Bautista's good. Yeah. Kate Hudson was good in it. Catherine Hahn, funny. Catherine Hahn, dude. She's a good actress. She's someone can at SNL.
Yeah.
And she plays like a very like panicky, like funny, like she's trying to run for governor.
Yeah.
But she's also trying to like keep the fact like this. And it was cool because this takes place during the start or the height or the middle of COVID.
Oh, okay.
So, you know,
it has some extra fun.
So like she was like saying like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great if the news comes to this island. Like Connecticut governor in the midst of COVID goes to Friends special island to party and drink.
Yeah.
So it's funny. You know, it was very some good moments.
Actually an Epstein movie.
Basically.
It's pretty much what the Epstein. Oh wow. A lot more pops coming from you over there. Is it stale yet?
It's been stale probably since the start of this episode.
So your jaw is getting a workout right now. That thing is probably almost rock solid. Yeah.
I can tell you what else is rock solid.
Oh yeah.
Jerk off instruction.
But first, has released the fight logs. So, my take on Glass Onion, for me, because I could have guessed it. I mean, it was a little bit of an underwhelming movie. Knives Out is definitely for me better. I think I like Knives Out better.
I'm just so surprised this came out so quickly.
Me too. They're making another one. They're making another one. They're making another murder mystery movie.
Another one?
They're making another one.
They're making another one. They're making another one.
POV, gangbang, big ass.
No.
Yeah.
I know comedy.
We all know comedy.
I know comedy.
I know comedy.
Do you know comedy? Do you know The Month of May?
I do not know.
So go
check it out.
Glass Onion, because it's still a good movie. As underwhelming as it was for me, because I could guess it. I'm not smart enough to guess it. Next job, Benny.
Next job. All right, this is like a twofer, but really just because it's like I feel like it's gonna be the end of an era for both of these. Jackass Forever came out. Watched that. Loved it. Again, I don't even need to get into it really that much because it is Jackass. Everyone knows what Jackass is. They brought in a few new characters. We saw some people not show up. There's been some deaths before, like a lot of things have happened. And I think that for this movie, it was just a lot of nostalgia. And that's what this other movie also was for me, which again, I think it was the end of a saga, of a journey, of like just this story for these guys. So Jackass Forever, awesome.
There was some closure.
Yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. A lot of closure in these two movies. But Jackass Forever was just, I had to mention it real quick. But the one that got me was the one that I watched on a plane coming back from Dallas a few weeks ago, and it was Clerks 3. Clerks 3 closed out the Clerks series in such a nice little way. Nothing special, nothing crazy. If you don't like Kevin Smith, don't go watch this movie. If you are a Clerks fan, I think it's a good way of ending it without it being too ridiculous. It is cheesy in certain aspects, but you love these characters, you've watched these characters, and I just it worked for me. It worked for me. The story, I don't want to spoil much because if I say too much, it's gonna get spoiled either way. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll leave it at what the plot was. The plot was that one of them has a health scare and decides that he's going to pretty much take his whole life, which has been in the convenience store, all the stories that we've witnessed in the past two movies, pretty much, and make his own movie of it, which sounds so ridiculous and so like they were searching for something. And it's like, I felt at the beginning of it that they were reaching.
Really?
Yeah. Like the first, probably half an hour, I was just like, dude, where are they going? Like maybe I might have to turn this off. And then all of a sudden it's just nostalgia after nostalgia after nostalgia. And you just fall back in love with these characters. And because they just bring back a bunch of scenes from the old movies.
That's dope.
And it's great. Some of the old characters, some characters from other movies, Jay and Silent Bob movies, like all these people come back because I think they felt like this was, closing the book. This was it. And I loved it. I loved how it ended. I loved everyone that was back in it. Even the fucking nerd from the second one, Dante. He's weird.
Yeah.
Gained a lot of weight though. But everyone else, telling you, people from the first one, like you're like, what? These people are still alive, can still do these. Like that's awesome. And then people from Mallrats, people from like it was just I think my two movies that for me some of my childhood was like closing out, and especially the Jackass one. Jackass got me into pretty much everything.
Right.
It's the reason why I film. It's we would do skateboarding and dumb stuff with Bam Margera before. So like that Jackass Forever was like it always, and every time they come out, I'm always gonna support them because it's just kind of like you're the reason why I started doing my shit. And Clerks 3, independent filmmaker, comic book nerd who created this movie, independent movie back in the 90s, black and white, simple in Jersey. It's for Clerks 3 just that's another closure for me. So I thought I'd mention those two.
Love it, dude.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, two movies I really want to see. And
Yeah,
where can I find Clerks 3 and Jackass Forever?
Jackass Forever, I believe, is Paramount, which I know you don't have. And then Clerks 3, I watched on the plane, so I think it was just one of like those Delta early release. So it'll probably be out at some point.
Delta early release.
Like planes, they get the movies early.
Oh yeah, I want to go watch Clerks 3, guy. Let me book a flight.
Yeah, let me book a flight, a 2.5-hour flight.
You can watch it on Vudu.
Yeah, it's not out yet. I don't think because it was still. It's like it just came out.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good.
That's awesome. I'm really excited. I'm happy that it is too because I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of following up movies, sequels, and whatnot, the next movie I want to talk about is a sequel, and I'm gonna slap this one with the title of Best Sequel of 2022.
Best sequel.
Best sequel of 2022.
Yes, love.
Top Gun.
Shwing.
Maverick, baby.
God.
I watched this movie over the Christmas break with my parents, dude.
Yes, sir.
Which is a good full circle moment for me because the first time I watched Top Gun was with my parents.
Nice.
So, this movie, okay. I'm aware of the high praise it got when it came out and everything. But to be honest, I wasn't buying it.
Yep.
Okay, I thought Top Gun sequel now, waste my time, why don't you?
Tell her, get the fuck out of here.
And I was like, you don't even have the original woman. You have Jennifer Connelly thrown in here.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is kind of old now. You got Miles Teller. You're trying to just grasp at things. He's going back to Top Gun. Like he's gonna be an instructor. Like come on. We already did this.
That's not what he would do.
You're gonna make the same movie again with new characters, except for Tom Cruise, dude. You think you just slap John Hamm in a movie and call it good?
Surprisingly.
This movie blew me out of the fucking water, Manny. You haven't seen it, right?
No, all I know about this movie is the praise it got for the jets flying and like just the footage that they captured because they captured a shit ton of footage.
The footage of them flying was absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
Clearly it's going to be way better than what they did in the 80s.
Of course.
For the original Top Gun. But what really blew me away was the plot, honestly, the writing of the movie, like the idea of the movie. Basically, because again, I was assuming Tom Cruise is going back to Top Gun as instructor. No, dude. No. Basically he gets hired to teach, I think it's like 6 or maybe it was 12 total, 12 of the previous Top Gun winners for a real life mission to stop like whatever country from creating nuclear weapons to destroy the world.
Nice.
Right? And their mission is like a crazy flight thing, right? Where it would be 2 sets of fighters, right?
Yeah.
And the idea is to have them, they're going through basically, and I thought of this when I saw it, but I'll get to it. They're going through like this ravine area between 2 mountains.
Yeah.
That is, they have to stay low to the ground. They have to stay below 400 feet above sea level. So they're close to the ground and they're in between 2 like mountains ranges. So that's really hard to fly tight shit.
Okay.
And there's gun turrets, like SAM turrets all along these mountains. And then they go up the mountain and then down into a ravine where there's their bunker with has the nuclear stuff that they're building, drop bombs, and then get out of there.
So it's almost like the fucking
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
It's exactly like Star Wars.
Yeah. I was actually thinking that it was kind of like the little battle he has up there with Jester in the first one, where he breaks the rules, and I think he
goes the hard deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes under the foreign like
Right.
that. That's when you said that. That first came to me. That
It was
and then
the
when
hard
you
deck.
then when you finished, I was
Yeah.
like, that's Star Wars.
Yeah. Literally, it is Star Wars. Like there's a scene where he's breaking it down, and there's a fucking simulator thing, and I'm like, this is.
Yeah.
There's no one seen this before.
Obi-Wan.
There's no one know what this is Star Wars.
Yeah. Are we trying to destroy the Death Star?
Yeah,
Is
right.
that
That's
possible?
what they're trying to start. The fucking Darth
That's-
Sidious
Yeah.
is down over there in Iran or
Yeah.
whatever country it
Yeah.
was. It was some Middle Eastern country, terrorists, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Organizations.
Organizations.
Yeah.
Coming around full circle, baby.
Yeah. And of course they have like 2 minutes to do it because there's an airway somewhere over there where there's gonna be better fighter pilots with faster planes to come over here. So you have to get in, get out, get away before they catch you.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a never gonna fucking happen mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's Tom Cruise. I'm gonna fucking teach you. So that's cool. So they're back. They're at Top Gun, but not for Top Gun. They're back at the Top Gun facilities
That's
to be
just
training.
the train for that piece. So,
So-
you're gonna get the 12 biggest egos about to be coached by the biggest ego,
dude.
and I wonder if there's gonna be any bumping of heads.
Dude, you fucking you bet your ass
There is,
dude.
baby.
You bet the hair on your chin.
Tell me someone does the Val Kilmer and just like
No, dude, unfortunately not. Val Kilmer is in the movie.
I know for a short thing, right? 'Cause-
So he plays like an admiral.
yeah,
Who's been like, watching Tom Cruise's back
yeah,
for the whole
forever.
movie because Tom Cruise is still just a captain.
Yeah,
He never moved up because
'cause of-
I'm a fighter pilot.
I'm not a commanding officer.
Recommending.
I am just a fighter.
And it's actually kind of cool because they gave Val Kilmer, like he was, like they wrote him in with like his sickness.
With his sickness, yeah.
So like he spoke, and they must have done some reverb action
Yeah.
to make his voice sound a little better. But it was a little sad.
Yeah, I
scene,
mean,
it was really
yeah,
tough,
but I
dude.
don't think
And-
you could do. You couldn't do that movie with just Tom Cruise.
Yeah, no.
You have to bring back a few people, even if it's hey, listen, it's also been when was the movie? 86.
I think so, 86 sounds about right.
Like it's been a while,
Yeah.
so we can see that, and that's a normal occurrence, unfortunately. So it's not far from the realm that like this guy's gone 20 plus years probably, and has a problem, has a
Right.
sickness, has a voice problem, has fucking been smoking too many cigarettes.
Yeah, dude.
Up in G forces,
Up in those G forces,
The
boy.
G force took away his voice, boy.
Before I continue, my Buffer says, Mrs. Materiello, what's your favorite movie made in 2022? As my mother did say, hi, fellas. Hi, mom.
Hello.
Matthew says, great feeling. Nothing like great nostalgia, boys. Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, dude.
No way, Josue.
Let's see. In the world of drones, Top Gun Mav doesn't make sense. Top Gun Mav also had a use the Force Luke moment too, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, see, no, they had an explanation why they didn't do drones in there. I think they did say something about dronage.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't know, man. Drones still can't do certain things.
oh, Top Gun Maverick provides too much nostalgia. No. Some scenes were shot for shot rip-offs in the Top Gun 98. It's called a paying homage. Paying a homage. Which is a classic literary or film element.
It is an element.
My mother says they were low to avoid the radar and they were low to avoid the radar and the SAM turrets.
Yeah.
But dude, and there's like this scene. There's this part where like, Tom Cruise is like, all right, like it's time to fucking try it out. Like after he's just been telling people how possible, and everyone's doing it, and everyone just sucks ass at it.
Yeah.
And they're all fucking tight. Okay, they're all pissed off because they're
over
supposed to be like the best of the best of the best of the best, sir. And they're fucking up this mission, the practice shit. They can't do it in time. They're not doing it in near enough time. They're not going fast enough. They're not flying right. They're not dropping the bombs correctly.
Horses.
And
Tom Cruise ain't having it, is he?
Dude, John Hamm, who was like
Hammy boy.
the, I guess, like superior officer, like overseeing the mission.
Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise, like this is unrealistic. You can't do this. Why don't you make it like 4 minutes and have them take their chances with the Sam turn? No. This is absolutely ridiculous. No. They can't. They're gonna die. This is life or death. And the next morning, everyone's like, oh my God, where's Tom Cruise? TV comes on. He's in the fucking jet, dude. Okay. And the tower's like, Captain Maverick, I didn't see you had a flight scheduled for this morning. Well, I'm going in anyway. And he fucking kicks it into high gear, bro. And he fucking goes up and he goes down and he drops both bombs. He himself, there's supposed to be 2 people with the bombs. He took it by himself, both bombs, one going in forward when it coming out, dropped one off his ass, blew that shit up under 2 minutes, bro, or under 2:15, I think it was. And everyone was like, fuck, dude.
This is why he is Maverick.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that part jacked me up so much. I was ready to just punch someone in the face.
Typical fucking what's his name?
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise. Just
oh my God.
I can picture,
dude.
and I believe, dude, he flew some of these jets, right?
In real life for the movie.
For the movie, he
Yeah.
actually flew these jets. Like, that's the other part. This movie, they shot 800 minutes or 800 hours of just plane footage.
That's so cool.
Like, that's, I don't even know how many more hours. It's insane. Just of that.
I mean, the movie was like 2 hours, so
Yeah. So now imagine shooting 800 hours of just the plane. How much do the plane flights like in it?
they shot 400 times more footage than how long the movie was.
Yeah. And those are just the plane
Planes.
stuff. It like mind-blowing stuff.
It was pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Great movie. I was so pleasantly surprised with it. The action was great.
Buffer just made a comment, and I agree with it.
If Tom Cruise was in Jurassic Park, he would have used real dinosaurs.
He would be the reason Jurassic Park is created.
Yeah,
because
literally. He would have made Jurassic Park for the movie.
Exactly. He was like, oh, we got to make it for real.
I mean, this is unfortunate. I haven't seen many movies this year, but I did like Top Gun. Top Gun was so good. I watched it with my mom. So I would say
Great combo.
One ridicule, some lines too cheesy. Jennifer Connelly was written in, I think, for the last minute.
Really?
Last minute decision. Let's write in a woman. Who do you want to play? Jennifer Connelly? Is she on speed dial? Yes, I'll write her in.
I'll give her a call.
Because she really wasn't. And then, oh, man.
Oh.
But it was good. Great movie. I think literally, I mean, it got a lot of praise, and I know why. Because it could arguably be, no, it is the best sequel, I think, this year.
Easily.
Might be one of the better sequels in
Ever.
a while.
In a while.
Not of all. Come on. You can't throw that up there with like Back to the Future and Godfather and what else you got? What else you got for me?
Star Wars, Empire
Star
Strikes Back.
Wars. Oh shit, yeah.
Lord of the Rings, 2 hours.
Indiana Jones. No, not Indiana Jones. The third one was better.
Which is technically a sequel.
Just try to see. Yeah.
One of the sequels.
One of the sequels. Either way, I think it's
It's a weapon too.
Yeah.
Saw 2.
Saw 2 was good. Yeah.
My mother says I didn't understand where she came from. She was like an old spark, an old
flame.
An old flame.
Flamingo.
So that's basically. You have anything else you want to talk about, Manny?
I believe this was this year, and I just need to throw it out there because I think it's gonna beat any one of our worst movies. And you know what it is. It's with Mr. Leto.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Is that this year?
What is it?
Starts with an M, ends with an Us.
Oh, Morbius. That was this year.
This was this year. Okay.
I think so. Or was
How?
it? Yeah, it was this year.
It was early this year. Yeah, earlier this year.
Yeah, it was so long ago, dude. Oh,
What
April.
a fucking horrible movie.
So this is your worst movie of the year?
I think it might be. What did I say was mine? Mine was Batman. Yeah, this is worse than Batman. This is worse than Batman because Batman, I just like, all right, I gave up. This, I actually went through the whole thing and I really, really, really regretted it. Really regretted it. Really?
I never watched it.
You never watched it at all?
I heard it was so bad. I never even took the time to watch it, dude.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's one of those movies that I don't even want to tell you to watch it to see how bad it is. Because it's not even entertaining bad. It's not like, dude, go watch this. You're going to laugh. You'll have a few, like you'll enjoy a little bit of it. No. This is like, it sucked. It was bad. Ugh. So, yeah, that's it.
Worst movie ever. All right. Prefer says worst movie of 2022, The Requiem, a shark movie with Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, that sounds awesome.
Alicia's back. Like her 16-year-old son that wanted to make
19% Rotten Tomatoes. Alicia Silverstone, James Tupper, Jennifer Mudge,
Wow.
Deirdre O'Connell, Danny there's Terra
Someone
in
on the wing.
Paradise, Manny. When Jalen and Kyle travel to a remote seaside villa in Vietnam for a romantic getaway.
Who goes to Vietnam for a romantic getaway?
I hear it's very nice.
Don't lie
A
to me.
torrential storm descends,
Oh,
reducing the villa to little more than a raft and sweeping the young couple out to sea. Suddenly, another danger appears. A school of great white sharks. With her injured husband watching helplessly, Jalen must battle the deadly predators alone.
Punch him in the nose.
Budget $8.5 million, dude.
So this is the shit that bothers me. Someone gave these motherfuckers $8.5 million to make a movie. Stop. Anybody out there listening, we need to make a Power Rangers movie / something else. So we need some funding. Hook a brother up. Is this like the Meg? Is that like a house on the fucking?
That was, I guess, they're on like a rocky. That looks so fake.
Yeah, that's first off. So look at the shark coming out of the water.
I just had it
down.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no, that's not.
Look at that. Look at that. Like, I know some sharks jump out of the water, but come on, stop.
Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia, like, where did you go and why are you back?
Looks like Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, she did not age well.
Like, I was like, oh no.
No.
Oh, yep, there's their home.
Yeah, like, what is that?
And she's like, no.
The Requiem.
That shark's like, yeah.
I'm gonna wait for you.
But then they're like, no. And she's like,
we're in the water now. Yeah, it's bad.
I wouldn't watch this. Wow, dude. She looks really happy right there.
She looks like she doesn't have any legs.
Oh, Jaws. 10 shark movies to watch if you like the Requiem.
Yeah, no one likes the Requiem, but if you
what
wanna
is
watch
the
a real
Requiem?
I don't know.
This is her asking for help. That's good.
All right, I'm done with this bitch.
The Requiem.
We're done.
Okay,
you
couple things I wanted to just mention before.
Please mention. That's what I'm trying to.
The worst movie of 2022. Also, prefer again, Mad Heidi.
Yeah, these are movies that I have not even heard of. Mad Heidi. Damn, what up, jacked up woman?
Who the fuck is Julia Fiore?
She will fucking destroy your face.
Casper Van Dien.
All right.
This movie, I think, was maybe made on $20.
Even they get $20. We don't get $20.
I mean, I'm sure if you asked for $20, they'd give you $20. This looks like an action movie where she just wreaks havoc with her fucking thing.
That looks like the Machete.
Yeah, but with a Viking girl.
Yeah, that is literally the Machete logos.
Mad Heidi.
Mad Heidi. Heidi ho.
What the fuck?
Mad Heidi and the Goat. But where are you finding these movies?
Watch the Mad Heidi trailer, he says. Matthew, I got a jet, dude. Good show as always. Love you. Thank you, Matthew. Peace and see you later, dude.
See you later.
All right, let's get to a couple of things I want to talk about because I have to talk about Avatar 2. And I'm sorry Michael wasn't here for this, but
I'm sorry.
Avatar 2, did you see it?
No.
I'm not gonna talk about a lot because we just had the if you want the full review, check out our YouTube channel, Downtime TV.
It's gotten to 800.
It's right there, dude.
That's all I've been watching. It's made 800 mil. So it's close to that billion mark where he said he can make profits. So I don't know, dude.
Could you imagine if like the Requiem made that much?
8 million,
yeah,
you make 800 million, dude. That would be one of the biggest box office.
It made 100 times.
Yeah, that's wow. No,
the Requiem.
Yeah,
but Avatar 2, like I said, go check out the full breakdown on the YouTube channel. For me, I'm just gonna say right now, it was one of my okay movies of the year.
Okay movies.
Yeah.
So was it enough to like? It's long, isn't it?
Over 3 hours. If you watch the review's only like an hour. You can save 2 hours. More than 2 hours.
I won't even watch it.
The review?
No, the actual movie.
Watch the movie, watch the review. One other thing I want to talk about too, real quick. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, another movie, not once is, but just once. Another movie I thought Michael would really like to talk about.
Yeah.
Because he was just like him and Renee were like head over heels with this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I saw it too. I saw it in
theaters.
in theaters. Yeah, in theaters I saw it, and I was
Sure.
definitely blown away by it as well, but not as much as them.
Yeah.
But the story was awesome. It was, like an originally written story. The acting was great.
Yeah, yeah.
I was super impressed with everything that went on in the movie. Like I said, like it was like a multi-dimensional storyline, go through different dimensions basically. And there was just like a lot to grasp.
Yeah.
And they just did a really good job with like kind of keeping the viewer well informed and easy to kind of understand everything.
Yeah. No, I need to check it out.
Not to mention the action scenes were dope.
I
Dude,
mean,
the action was awesome. Jamie
that's
Lee
what I
Curtis
heard.
too.
I heard
Like,
it was
yeah,
one of
it was awesome.
beautifully shot.
Yeah,
movies,
it was
so.
almost like, and it had a color palette like Bullet Train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's vibrant,
Bright
very
colors,
vibrant.
very vibrant. It was a
A
beautiful
lot of
film
flashing
to watch, dude.
from what I saw.
And great music too. And in reality, it was almost also like about love,
Yeah, you gotta add a little bit of love in there.
Love, dude.
I love loving.
Jerk off instruction.
There it is, love.
That is love right there.
Yeah.
No,
All
but
the
honestly, it was really a great movie. So you can check that out as well.
Love it. Love it. These guys.
Brian says these guys marathon almost beating the Gaming Corner record.
Wow.
I think we were on Gaming Corner for like 3 hours.
I bet you were.
We've been through like NFL, golf,
dude,
I think too.
That's
it was
solid.
I hate people abbreviate this movie, by the way. I like EEAAO, but the film hits harder for Asian people. Well, I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
You think so?
I have no idea.
I really wouldn't know, dude.
I would not know at all.
So, and then two other things I want to talk about. I talk about The Bear a lot.
The Bear, yeah, the show.
This is my favorite show of 2022 is
Yeah.
The Bear.
Yeah, I heard Yellowstone. I heard it was good this year.
Yellowstone,
people really like Yellowstone.
People, I feel like old people. like
Older people,
Yellowstone.
yeah. Well, they're making the prequel.
Yeah,
19
1913 or whatever it is,
yeah,
1930.
so.
Watch The Bear,
Bear's
and then
good.
there was another show I want to talk about was White Lotus. That is my underwhelming.
Yeah, everyone's like going nuts about
that show. Isn't that good?
Yeah, I'm okay passing.
I mean, there's like, it's not even worth to watch it like just for
Not even
certain
just to
things.
care. Okay.
Not even just like for the nudity.
Okay.
Dude, honestly.
Okay, I reload it.
Steve Zahn's cool, but other than that, take a hike.
See you later, alligator.
All right, Manny.
Dude.
2022 is a wrap, dude.
What a
We just
show.
recapped the whole year in 2 hours.
Dude.
I mean, why do you even step outside anymore?
Wow, exactly. Just put on your headphones and listen
Listen
to
to
us.
this, dude.
Listen to us talk. Sensual voices forever. What I like about Yellowstone, the acting is great. Yamada. Yeah, see, your mom likes it.
My mom.
Yeah.
I didn't get that yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other TV shows that were good this year.
House of the Dragon was okay.
Right, we had that. We had the Lord of the Rings one come out, which
The Rings of Power, I never
which
watched.
bombed. I don't think it was that great.
Wait. The lead actor?
Of No Bear.
I don't know why it says No Bear. Jeremy Allen White is my neighbor. But are you serious about that?
Before I need you to
Because he's like a really good actor, and then you can give
Yeah.
him our phone number.
tell him that we just talked about.
Tell him
saying
to
that he's cool.
subscribe to Downtime TV and,
Yeah.
and come on,
Spread the word.
talk about his show and what it was like on the podcast.
Talk
dude.
about that. Talk about Shameless. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Big fan of Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, man. He was awesome in Shameless.
He was getting so much ass in Shameless.
So
dude.
much ash.
So much
But
ass.
I've only heard good things about this show. Everything about it I've heard is just FX. FX really has some really quality shows that they bring up. Even some of the older ones that I find on Netflix or on Hulu, I think it is, all the time. They're
Nice.
good. They're fun. Now he is in Hollywood. Oh, but his folks are still in Brookline.
Brooklyn.
I know.
Well, hit them up. Be like, yo.
Tell your boy. It's your boy. Tell your boy.
Well, that's a pretty cool story, Prefer.
Come hang out with your boys.
Manny, before we close out,
Please.
do you have anything else?
2023, we're coming for you. We're coming for you good.
Wow. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in here. 2022 for screen time was a phenomenal year.
Dude, this has been an awesome.
We've had so many good episodes. We've had revamps, 100th episode,
Yeah.
going mobile.
Yeah. Foursome Fridays.
Foursome Fridays, dude. A real great time with the fans here. to recap our whole year here, to revisit some movies we talked about, to talk about some new movies we haven't talked about, and to do it with our fans is just a phenomenal opportunity. So please, if you're watching and you're new, subscribe to Downtime TV on YouTube. More subscribers means more content for the year of 2023.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff,
and we're totally stoked to be bringing you guys some more content.
Tell us what you want to see too.
Comment down
let
below.
Let us know
on what you want to talk about, what you want to hear. Again, super grateful for everyone to kind of tune in here and enjoy us, kind of recapping this year. We will see you on the other side, meaning the new year. Next time you see Manny, it'll be 2023. You'll see me tomorrow morning for Sportsport. But what a year it's been. Go out there, go watch some movies, have a good time.
Yeah.
And Screen Time will see you next year.
Adios, amigos.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we